We were contacted by a family living in Belvidere, New Jersey. The investigation would include 2 locations, the first being a home built in the late 1700s, and the second, a farm that goes back many generations. Belvidere was established as a town in 1845. The history of the land goes back even further. There is evidence that in the middle of the 18th century, a blockhouse or fort stood on the north bank of the Pequest, a short distance from its mouth. It was probably erected during the French and Indian War and protected the area from Indian attacks. The name Belvedere is of Italian derivation and translates into place having a beautiful view. Join us at 2 locations that are very active with spirit activity as we give spirit a voice. Here we go. We're initially when I
Rich, be careful,
fall.
Right.
When I was reading into this place, the left side of this property really drew me in, so I want to see what's going on here. So we have the family joining us. Do you guys know if there's water?
There's a stream.
It's out by those barrels.
Is that where you're being drawn?
That far left side, I feel like if you went straight, this is different though. I feel like this is more of like an elemental, more of nature spirit.
This was the railroad track right there.
Okay. So there is a railroad track that
There's
would.
nothing there now, but that's where it was. And it goes along there.
What are you generating from the obvious? Malicious?
Vinegar.
Linger. So if you got the symbolism, what is, it's sour.
Yes.
The sour energy.
British.
This is where I feel like that 1700s
Yep.
thing could be coming into here.
I have to agree with you, the earlier parts of it. So, does this have to do anything with revolution?
Yeah, you could see the land is high on that far side of us.
Were you British, or did the British come here?
Now, do you guys get any feels from this side of the property or see anything on this side of the property? The dogs?
The dogs are always barking here, but we have deer and turkey in the yard, so I don't really know. And also people walking in the park here.
Okay.
So their barking we just take as normal.
We left them out and they darted towards the corner of the fence. And I didn't see anything over here.
Yeah, really? We got this morning too. Okay.
See, that's interesting. I mean,
Very rich.
see, we can't go much further. This stops us. I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is when I hooked into this at home and I read into the property. This is the direction that I feel.
Even when you did the initial reading, you
Yeah.
kept saying the back left, the back left.
There's a little path over here that goes, it's a little node if you want to go in and maybe see the water.
So how long have you been living here at this?
February.
Since February. So this is recently that you moved in.
Mm-hmm.
Did like activities start right off?
I honestly haven't. It's not East of
It's the kids. So you might be sensitive to. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
He wants to eventually clear this to make a path, a nice path down to the river.
down to the river?
Well,
Wow.
whatever.
No, I was just going to say, if there's water flowing through here, then...
It's up here.
Just be careful of poison ivy.
Yeah, because I've gotten fall on this, so be careful. Usually when we get that, somebody goes down.
This wasn't here before.
So it's down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. Yeah, there's an old stone archway back here.
What the heck is that? Where the water goes
On the left side of the property.
Okay, Rich. That's gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling colonial era now.
And water is a conduit too for spirit.
Yeah.
Any other words come out of the
No,
office?
nothing. Completely quiet since I got British. I really want to know if... Oh, medicine.
What?
As soon as you talk to it, then it starts...
Is there a spirit attached to the land here? Is this more of a land spirit? Even possibly a Native American?
opening.
When Kim and Hayden walked the property, they found this feather that looks much like the one I drew in my sketch on the left side.
First off, I felt a man who felt very off kilter. I mean, like,
The moment that you said very off kilter, substances.
I think this is crossover because
Yeah.
that's crossing road. Well, and crossing over.
Okay.
A man, 50s to 60s, very off kilter. Like when I walked in the house, like he wants, and he can affect you. Like, so my legs got weak. I couldn't really stand up. I felt dizzy, but a man very off kilter. I think he has. You would feel his effects, so you would feel him. He might also be the one that's doing noises. I feel like there are noises. He felt like from the late 1800s, maybe going into the 1920s, off kilter and drunk. Like he just feels like very just like all over the place. Feel like you would feel anxiety when he's around you too. Like I don't know if somebody is experiencing anxiety I said maybe a woman in her 20s in the house, or I don't know how old you are, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. A woman in her 20s might be today experiencing anxiety. He might, I don't know if you wake up at night, but yeah, that I do feel like is him. And he's different. There's also a woman, I feel, also a more middle-aged woman, very sad, very, very sad. I feel like she lost a child, and I don't usually feel that kind of stuff, but I feel like she lost a child. She doesn't know. Yeah, she doesn't know the man. There are two different time frames in the house. She doesn't know the man doesn't know her. And I do feel like the child did pass away here, and I don't know if there's a memorial for him around or if he's buried either on the property or very close by. And I'm just getting a lot of and that's very important for her to share.
Are you picking up the sex of the child at all?
Male.
With
Male.
a B name, you said.
Yeah, with a B name.
What?
With a B name.
He's got a B name.
He's got a B name.
Oh.
Wow.
Bobby? Would his name be
His
Bob?
name is Bryce.
Bryce, okay.
Wow.
So, and
Definitely not Bilbo.
Stop. So, she wanders all around. I feel her kind of all over the property. I feel her in the house, outside the house, with sadness. She is drawn to the child, not in a way because she loves children.
Okay.
It's just like this love, and she's just acknowledging there's a little bit of protection on her part as well, a little bit of protection. And I don't know if he Does he like look up or talk to somebody? Yeah, okay. So that's her.
So he does look up.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I always thought it was my dad that he was talking to.
Mhm.
And
It could be him too.
I always say, you know, Poppy's helping you, or Poppy's there.
Yeah. It can be multiple.
Yeah.
Because children tend to bring all the family in, and you know, all the loved ones in to be a part of their upbringing. I love that.
So we have my dad's hats are kept in a certain place in the house, and he'll take out my dad's hats and he'll put my dad's hats on, and that's when I usually.
I love that.
Yeah. So do you know anything about dowsing rods? Okay. So they're, I know people laugh at me, but they're my Harry Potter ones. They do yes, so show me yes. And they do no, show me no. And then they do directions. So show me the front door. Show me where Mim is. There we go, there she is. The person that I'm feeling, I do believe is a woman. Yeah, see, it's saying yes already. So my hand is shaking, Rich, and I don't know why. Is the woman over there that you keep pointing to me, is that where you need us to go? Yeah. Yeah, you've seen her, you said. Okay. Can you tell me what she looks like? Like,
She was white. Like it was white and she just had, it looked like brown long hair.
okay. All right. So do you have brown long hair? All right. And Maddie, right? Did you show yourself to Maddie? Is it okay with the people who live in this house now? Good. I'm glad about that. I do believe that they love this house.
Sorry.
Is it okay if we open that door over there and go in? Okay. All right, Mom, I'm going to go in there. Maddie, where'd you see her?
She walked across from the bathroom
Walked across.
this way.
So yeah, and you don't know like what this was before. This area.
No idea. The person we bought it from flipped it, so we know that's why we know.
Oh, so you don't know.
I almost feel like this front here could have even been like a parlor, you know, like bathroom might have been just added on.
So when you lived here, was this road out front? Any idea when this road was built? Yeah, so she knows. Okay.
Are we talking more of the 1800s when you were at this property? See, I felt a thing with this home where there's two time periods. There's like a mid 17, late 1700 thing happening, but then there was like another time period that comes in with like the 1830s, 1840s.
Oh, look at the rock, Rich.
So are we talking about the family that lived in this home in the mid to late 1800s? But this home does go back to the mid to late 1700s.
So were you was this the same family that owned the home all through the years?
No. Was this place at one time a stopping point? Was this place at one time a watering hole or a saloon?
Did you live here while it was a saloon? Did you live here while it was a watering hole? She likes that word better. You don't want to say it was a saloon, is that correct? All right.
People stopped here on their way over from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Was there a man attached to this property from the 1700s? Yeah, I feel like there's an overlapping of history here. You have two defining points. You have a 17s and like an 1800s thing.
Be interesting to see what Kim picks up also.
Is there a family attached to this home from the mid to late 1800s? All you need to do is step in front of any of these devices, these instruments that we laid out, and we could establish communication. Can you walk up to that red light over by the window and touch it?
Yes.
I'm Rich. This is Marcy.
Hi.
Were you here when this place was a watering hole? Did you come here for drinks?
Interesting.
At this point in the investigation, the Flux 2 response device was activated, showing that something entered the field on the right side of the device.
How many people? One, two. You counted very well, thank you.
Can you touch that green light? Something went up on the right side of it.
And what do you say? No, something on top of it. Warm. No, he said leave, and then it went, it's company.
And
Yes, saying it's okay, we're company.
I feel like he's repeatedly saying something out loud, like shouting out loud. I just got 7.8 on this. And
He just said, it's okay, they're with you. So he said leave, she said, it's okay, they're company, and then he said, it's okay, they're with you. So, yeah. Mim invited us here. We're not gonna stay. We're just here for a little bit to talk.
Tell him Mim wants to get to know them better, wants to understand.
tell him something about going away.
The foundation looks like it is original.
Yeah.
That's all
I would agree with that.
beautiful. So,
How old are you? Are you younger than 5?
Okay. Are you younger than 3?
No.
No.
So you're 4.
No, he's 3.
Okay. Doctor, careful.
Did you get sick? Or am I to get, or do I need to be careful? You got sick from an illness, huh?
is it a waterborne illness? Hey, look, you said water, so.
I am.
Oh. And is your mom sad?
Okay, you're a 3-year-old. I understand. It's all good. Get it out of your system. All right, thank you. Did the doctor come to see you? And is that why we talked about the medicine before?
Yes.
Are you buried on the property?
Oh, yeah, maybe ask that. Yeah, but that's good. It's because that's good
Reconfirms it.
validation. Ask him where.
Can you show me where?
So this tree right here.
Is there a memorial that your mother has?
Underneath.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there a part of this property that we should check out? Is there an area?
Can you show us where you want us to go?
You want us to go down by the creek?
Do you want to show us the feather?
Is there any Native Americans attached to this property?
Yeah. You at least mean well for the family here? Yeah, that's all we ask.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah, just,
comfortable and safe here.
you always like to say it nonetheless.
So is your name Wild Owl?
Issues?
Issues?
Are there issues with the land?
Yep.
Yep. So your voice is the one that we heard up there that said Wild Owl then?
Here.
Are you the one in the woods?
Cool. So we did hear you up there, that's awesome. We heard you speak. It was a very low voice. It's awesome that we did get to actually hear him speak.
There's a descent that you take
Play.
to go down. The child does play here.
He's playing right now.
Can you...
Quick?
He's
I
quick.
don't know. Why is this so... Can it go
So
faster?
originally coming in, I feel like there's two different time periods at this location. And I drew the 1700s man from the mid 1700s, and I feel like this probably might have been the saloon or the watering hole man. This has something to do with the original property. So I drew him. Being drawn to that left corner of the property, I was feeling the woods with the Native American. And you'll see here, I did the sketch of the Native American, the crow flying, the feather, the owl, the running water, and that's pretty much picked up on a feather. We picked up on owl. There was a feather of a crow down there, so it's been really interesting that this is the first picture I ever drew that has a bunch of stuff around it, but I felt I had to draw more around him than write around him. So I felt these were powerful images. So then we get into the family, and I feel that the woman is very much present. Her hair is up, and she's going throughout the home, looking out windows, walking the floors, looking, watching. I listed that there's a boy on the property, and this is what I feel like he's young, 8 to 11.
They love you more when you're soft.
The 11 is being the
I
oldest,
learned that the hard
but I
way
feel
around
that he's
exercise.
between that, and he's all over
When I
the
almost lost
property.
an
He's
eye.
exploring, he's mischievous at times, but there is that little boy that I feel that is attached. This is the man,
Tabbies aren't
taller
not-
man,
not normal. Well, not
and I
normal,
feel that
but
he's
unusual
also
for them to be
inside the
female.
home.
They're usually male.
Yeah, the orange tabby we
And,
have is male.
that's it.
The female one we have
This is the spirit art that
white.
goes with the location, and you'll see with the readings that Kim and Marcy did.
Hydration.
Very cool. In my reading of the property, I see overlapping time periods. Was the home destroyed and rebuilt? Did troops occupy the area? I feel changes were made to the home going into the 1800s. I'm drawn to the left side of the property into the wooded area, the woods. I'm seeing a family portrait of a boy or boys. Stone foundations original. Was this location a watering hole or a saloon? I see people coming and going. You feel like you're being watched. There's tapping, there's pacing on the floors, and watching from the woods. A man from the 1700s period is present. And then I see a family from the mid to late 1800s. You could see them drawn in my spirit art. Possibly two boys associated with the property in the 1800s family, but one boy I feel is really connected to this property, and he can be mischievous at times and is throughout the property.